Yo, what's up, you guys? This is BossBoyTheWinKing here, and welcome to Boss Reviews, where we talk about movies, video games, and whatever heck I want to talk about. And today, I know, this review is gonna be a bit late. Oh, sorry, I thought someone was coming. This review is gonna be a bit late since the game has been out for about 5 weeks, and I have got and I played it a whole lot, and even the story mode, which I passed the whole story mode and stuff. And so today's review that we're gonna be doing, and before I say it, I just want to say this may be my new setup, or I don't know, like I feel like every time if I might do a lot of video game reviews, then I might just review them in my game room of where I'm at. So today's video game that I'm going to be reviewing, as you can tell from the title up there, it's Injustice 2. Nothing else, just Injustice 2. Unlike Injustice 1, Gods Among Us. Going into this game, I was very excited when they announced Injustice 2 because I really enjoyed the first Injustice. And hold on. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first Injustice, and sorry that I went back. I really enjoyed the first Injustice. I played this on my Wii U, and I really enjoyed it. And so when they announced the second one, I was really excited because I really enjoyed this one, and I know I repeated myself. And after playing Injustice 2, in which I have the game right here. After playing the whole game, playing through story mode, multiverse, and even online, I gotta say this is a great improvement to the Injustice game because in my opinion, Injustice 2 has to be one of the great games that NetherRealm Studios has put out since Mortal Kombat X, I think. Yeah, Mortal Kombat X, since all of NetherRealm Studios games have been good, starting like the first Mortal Kombat 2011, the reboot, and then Injustice Gods Among Us, and then Mortal Kombat X, and then Injustice 2, which I like. Which I gotta say, Injustice 2 is a great game, and yeah. And now let's get into the story mode, or the plot of the story mode. And so let's do it. And so the plot of Injustice 2 is basically like it happens right after the events of the first Injustice, and I just showed you a box a whole time. And like the plot is that it takes place after the events of the first Injustice, and takes place in the parallel world of where the original world, where the Justice League was exploded and stuff because of the Joker and because of Superman, I think. Yeah, it's because it's kind of confusing for me because I don't know. and so the Civil War still goes on between Batman and Superman on whether killing is good for the sake of mankind, which is Superman's side, and which not killing and just serving justice, in which that's Batman's side. And so some part that the Wonder Woman wants the regime back, while Batman just wants everyone to get back and be as the Justice League. And while that is happening, a new group is coming called the Society, led by Gorilla Grodd, and that they want to take over the world. And alongside with them, and which aside from that, a new evil is coming, and his name is Brainiac, trying to take over the world. And then while Brainiac is coming, Supergirl came to Earth to warn Superman that Brainiac is coming, and he's gonna conquer all of the worlds. After playing the story mode in Injustice 2, I gotta say it's a pretty big step up from the first Injustice story mode, which the first Injustice story mode was pretty good, and I gotta say for this one it's really good too, and it's kind of, I don't know, it gives story mode kind of like like it's, I know the tone in this story mode is kind of dark, but there's some things that kind of remind me of the Man of Steel movie, of which it was kind of dark, and instead of Superman just being good in that movie, in this game he's still the bad guy, and he's still killing and being crazy and stuff. And yeah, and also story mode like kind of took took my time in in the game, in which I really enjoyed it. I played through all of it, and I know there's like an ending between like which ending you want. Like if you choose Batman, in which I did choose Batman at the ending, which surprisingly it was the good ending, because I knew who to choose to get a good ending. Which the good ending is basically Supergirl is joining the new Justice League that Batman is creating. And the bad ending, which if you chose Superman, then like then Superman just has the whole regime back together, and forces everyone to collaborate, including Batman, in which Superman turned him evil. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And also got a bunch of trophies for it, plus mother boxes, and yeah. And now onto the mother, and now onto the gameplay, in which the gameplay is really improved in this one. The mechanics I started noticing got a lot faster, because in the first Injustice, even though it was good, I kind of had a little complaint of how the gaming mechanics in that one, since it was a little slow. But in this one, it got a lot faster. Like plus, if you're playing, especially if you're playing online, that that you're gonna have like one of the most fastest gaming experiences you ever had, especially in this kind of fighting game. And yeah, and also the gameplay goes really well, especially like, and also like, if it goes really smoothly if you're while you're playing it. And yeah, that's the gameplay. And now for the characters. My favorite characters in Injustice 2, in which it's almost half of the roster. My favorite characters would have to be I'm gonna name a few of them: Batman, Black Canary, Robin, Harley Quinn. In which I did not like Harley Quinn the first Injustice, because I don't know, but in this one she's a lot better to play with, and I pretty much enjoyed playing with her. And the Flash, a little bit of Blue Beetle, because I still think Blue Beetle is kind of a little slow to play with. And also who else? And also the Joker, which speaking of the Joker, he in the story mode, the Joker is kind of like wasted, and he's only there for just one scene. That was a nightmare scene where Scarecrow just puts fear gas into Harley Quinn, and that Harley Quinn is in like some carnival, and she sees Joker. I was like, really? This gotta be the worst scene since, I don't know, Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad. Just saying. And yeah, I pretty much like half the roster, like especially some of the characters that I have a problem with, that are kind of slow to play with. But that's just my opinion. I don't know about yours, but that's just my opinion. Now let's get into the new stuff in this game, which there's a lot of new stuff in this game. Like there's multiverse, which imagine the Mortal Kombat X challenge towers, or those event towers. Yeah, imagine that, but with worlds. Yeah, then you got the multiverse, which the multiverse is a pretty fun place to play in, because not only you play in these events, play in these worlds and events, but you also can, after playing these worlds and events, you can also get like get major prizes like coins and mother boxes, which mother boxes are basically these things where whenever you open them, you get like new equipment for your characters, in which I like the idea of that, like giving your character like new skins, new equipment, just to be better in combat and stuff, and better in any ability and stuff. And yeah, that's actually what, and that's the most of what I like. And now the last part, I think it's kind of the last part. I don't know if I said the new stuff was the last part, but it's gotta be the online gameplay, which online is basically like improved in this one, because usually like when it comes to online and like in the first week the game comes out, you basically like see a bunch of problems like glitches or lagging. Well, not glitches or anything, but just lagging and stuff, and pretty slow. But when I played Injustice 2 online for the first time, I didn't have a problem with it because it was going kind of smoothly and stuff, and I pretty much enjoyed it. And yeah, overall, I give this game a. I give this game a 9 out of 10. Well, did I give Injustice 1? Yeah, I gave Injustice 1 9 out of 10. Well, I give it the same rating, 9 out of 10 than Injustice 2, because it is much improved. Since the last one, and I think anyone who's a Fighters fan, which I'm actually I'm a Fighters fan too, and anyone who likes DC Comics and superheroes like I am, and you know, it's kind of weird since I have a Spider-Man shirt, and I'm doing a review for something that's DC related, and yeah, anyone who likes superhero and stuff, you're going to enjoy this game. And yeah, that's it for my review. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, and as always, comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. And as always, if you like what you see and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. This is Boss Boy, the Wind King here. Bye, peace, and deuces.